Yo, what's up, peoples? Mood616 back with another entry in my personal top 25 MCs of all time. In at number 16, representing New York, New Jersey, and the Death Squad. Fucking Reggie Noble, Redman. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Awesome. Classic debut. Just fucking awesome, man. Redman, in my opinion, has 3 classic records, which is a feat that so many artists cannot even come close to. But this record, What the Album, released in 1991, classic out the gate start, man. Really dope record. Could not say enough good things about this. We got Sermon producing stuff on here. You know, he came up doing, featured on the EPMD album. Came out solo, put out this. Awesome. This is definitely an album I would highly recommend. I like most of Redman's records. This album right here, some of my favorite tracks, man. Time for Some Action playing in the background right now. Blow Your Mind, hardcore. Tonight, Blow Your Mind remix is dope. How to Roll a Blunt is fucking dope. And this starts off the Superman stuff. And he does a Superman Love It song on every album. Just full of classic shit, man. Got that 91 awesome sound. Highly recommend it. Mr. Redman. Next up, I think this is my favorite of the Redman records, Dare's the Dark Side. This album is grimy shit right here. Sermon's production, got all the Death Squad on here. Fuck, man. I remember Rockefeller when that joint dropped back in the day. That was one of the grimiest tracks. So cool. So awesome. Pretty much every song on this record is awesome, man. I love Superman Love It Too. Sick on here. Tonight's the Night. The remix is dope. Rockefeller, like I said, basically Can't Wait. What it looked like. Fucking, oh man. Journey Through the Dark Side, Bobby Head, this, everything. Fucking awesome record, man. Classic record, no doubt about it. Redman, definitely one of the best lyricists of all time, in my opinions. If you're asking yourself why is number 60 on my list, it's just, like I said, you know, to even make the top 25 is a special feat because I listen to a lot of shit, and you know, Redman, I respect him, awesome stuff, classic record, definitely should all have in your collection. Get into third LP, which a lot of people, you know, debate that this is probably his best record, but whatever, it's up for debate, your own opinion. Muddy Waters, awesome album, love the structure of this record, totally awesome stuff. More production by Eric Sermon, you know, the Death Squad. This album, you know, apparently he's doing a part 2 to this record. I don't know, we'll see. And it's going to be using leftover beats from this time period. If he does that, that'll be fantastic, because what he's been putting out lately has not been fantastic. It's been otherwise kind of garbage, but this album right here, I love the song It's Like That, My Big Brother with K Solo, sick, man. Whatever Man's awesome. Is He Real? Rock the Spot, you know, Pick It Up. Fucking Superman Love It 3 is dope on here. Rolling the Hill Out with Keith Murray. Fucking just, that's the shit right there, man. This whole album's got a wicked structure. Highly recommend this in your collection. For the fourth effort, Doc's the Name. Always love this cover. Always love this album. This album isn't, you know, it's definitely decent. It's a drop off from the previous 3, but it's still really good. I think this album got a lot of unfair hate, but I think it's pretty good. Definitely worth owning if you're a Redman fan. There's a lot of dope tracks on here. Let the Monkey Out's cool. You know, I like Jersey Yo. Dogs is cool. I don't know, man. Down South Funk is cool. I'll Be That. The video for that track is pretty cool. I don't know. I like the song actually with where's the song? To Goodness with Busta Rhymes. That's a dope track. You know, definitely worth owning. Just another, you know, one of Redman's funky, you know, expeditions through the hip hop world. I think it's cool. And then we come to Malpractice. This is when Redman's kind of started falling apart a little bit. This album's really not that good. It has, like, you know, I mean, like a lot of Redman albums don't have a lot of, you know, a lot of, I don't know, what do you want to call it? A lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. He just doesn't have a lot of direction in his records, really, because Redman's very known for just writing rhymes everywhere he goes, piecing those rhymes together and making a record, you know. So he's basically made a career out of like not having a strict content to a record or a direction, but this album just felt out of place. It just felt like I didn't really overly like the beats that much. I thought some of the beats on here were pretty good. There's some decent tracks on here, but it's very unforgettable, this record. I mean, if you're, like I said, if you're a Redman fan, definitely pick this up. It's definitely worth owning. If you're a big Redman fan, if you're starting out, don't get that one first. And then we come to Red Gone Wild, the album. This album right here was interesting because the sound was just, it took me a few listens to even kind of consider this to be a decent record. It's actually, look, there's some really bad tracks on here. I actually don't even remember. I haven't listened to this album in a long time, but it's okay after a few listens. It's definitely Redman's, just kept dropping on. This is worse than Malpractice. I don't recommend this album that much, but and then he did Reggie, which I don't own because that album was just an absolute disaster. I don't know what he's doing with that one, but I'll show these records just as kind of bonus stuff. I'll show the Death Squad album that he did with Meth and Eric Sermon. This album I thought could have been a lot better. It's pretty good even to this day. Like, it's not bad, but I think it could have been better for the time. I like Countdown, Full Cooperation's dope on here. Ride With Us was too short. Rhyme With Biz, The Game's cool. I mean, there's a lot of really good songs. I think the album just could have been, I think I was expecting a lot more from it, but it's definitely worth owning. It's a cool album. And then on to the first Blackout record, Meth Man Redman, released in 99, I believe. I want to say 99. Yeah, 1999. This album I really enjoyed when it came out. Not so much anymore. I find this album a little dated. I can't listen to the Rockwilder song. I absolutely hate the Rockwilder as a producer. I think he sucks. But there is decent songs on here. Like, I still like Serial Killer. I think it's cool. Tear It Off, like I said, that's one of the songs that really kind of feels it just feels dated, boring to me. But I don't know. I still like Big Dogs. The High remix on here is pretty cool. But if you're a big fan of both, it's definitely worth owning. And then Blackout 2. I listened to this album a shit ton when it first came out. There's a couple bad songs, but I do like this album. I like AO. I mean, I like a lot of tracks on here. I think was it Father's Day? Dangerous Emcees. Like, there's some pretty good songs on here. It's not overly their best effort, but I was expecting a lot more from this one too. But actually, if you're just gonna listen to this once, you might not want to revisit it, but definitely kind of listen to it a few times. It's better, third, fourth time around. Not bad though. So that's the Redman catalog. One of my favorite MCs. I could always listen to Redman's. Like I said, the first 4 records are highly recommended. I recommend these albums. These are fucking awesome records. I do recommend these 3. Like I said, this one, first Blackout record is kind of, I don't listen to it anymore, but I do recommend it. But yeah, so it's Redman at number 16 on the list. My personal top 25 MCs of all time. Mood 616. Thanks for subscribing and watching. Peace out.